start.
Love won't hurt anymore.
I have got to.
Oh, Brian picked up Lucy.
The end of the year overwhelmingness is real, man. Right now, it is starting right now.
That's not good. I know. I have the call out for Michelle to talk about when we're gonna do the ornament exchange, because Florence messaged me and was like, "Hey, we got to move up the exchanges this year because Thanksgiving is so late." And I was like, "Okay, let me figure that out." So I'm working on that. So we'll have the ornament and Christmas card exchange, holiday card exchange, probably announced by the end of this week. So just letting you know, So, but I won't be here next week because Brian's going out of town. So,
where's he going?
You guys will have to announce. He's actually going back to St. Louis. We were supposed to go together, but it was going to cost us an arm and a leg to fly back with Lucy because I was going to have her in her own seat because she's definitely at the age where she would be running around a plane if I did not have her in her own seat, and it was just way too expensive. And then to drive back, it would be like 13 hours there, 13 hours back. And I'm like, I'm not spending a full day driving. So
the St. Louis,
okay. Because we have to go to Jeff City.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm not doing that. So he's going, and it's going to be me and Luce. So he's going to spend time with his family. So I won't be here. So I'll let you guys know what the dates are for next week if you could announce it. Please.
Yep, just let me know.
I will.
Why are we not on Facebook?
Can't believe we're already here at the holiday.
I know. I will be here next. Wait,
hold on. Yes. Next week I won't be here, but
November today.
The following week I will. Not sure about the following week after that though. Probably not.
The 25th I will not be here.
I will be.
Of November.
But the 2nd, I probably won't.
The 9th. The 2nd, I probably will.
So Pam and I are on opposite schedules for the next one.
Yeah, and then the week after that.
Just let me know. Okay, let's start. Okay, do listener question. Oh, I need to pull up listener.
Why did you just do the Wicked Witch of the West song?
I don't know. Hang on. Give me a question.
Hey
everybody,
thanks. There's Pam's doing it too now.
Put some questions in the comments, everybody. Hello, everybody over on Instagram. Shout out Deanna, Zach, Pecos 1911, Carmen Bruce 1, AG Meeks, The Adventure Gateway. Hey. Okay. I guess we're on Facebook. It says we are. It was acting weird last night, too. Anyway, here we go. Episode 25. Welcome to episode 2589 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're having a great week. Thanks for spending some time with us here in the midweek on the show. Of course, we are back together to answer your listener questions. What would happen if you couldn't get your questions answered here in the midweek? Probably nothing, but that's what we do. We've been doing it not since 2008. We decided to bring this part of the show on, I guess, probably about 2011 or so. I don't know. We decided a third show was something we had to do somewhere along the line, and here we are. We love this. So if you ever have a question that needs to be answered, not like Dear Abby or anything like that. I don't know. She's probably dead, probably not around anymore, but I don't know who do you write to anymore?
Her daughter does it, I believe.
We've been doing this so long. She's
that's nice
anymore. But if you love advice, we don't do that except for around Valentine's Day, and it has to be related to Disney. Is this romantic? But if you have trip planning questions, Mike at BeOurGuestPodcast.com. Or just tune in live on Monday afternoons. We're on all the places. But today we're going to tackle those, and we have the OG panel set, locked in. We're ready to go. Let's do this. We have Rikki. She's over at themouseforless.com and Disney World After All.com 2.0. What's up, Rikki? What's going on?
2.0 indeed. Yes, sir. Yeah, no, things are going good. Just, can't believe that we are like weeks away from Thanksgiving. Don't know how this happened. It's already here. I can't believe it. And I'm in trouble because, the holiday season is like rapidly approaching. We were talking today about my work Christmas party and figuring all that out. And so I was like, oh my goodness, like we are here. We are at the end of it. So I just want to give a heads up though, just so y'all can be prepared. We are going to be doing the ornament exchange and the holiday card exchange as well again this year. Yes, I know. I don't have dates for you yet. I will not be here next week. So I will make sure that Pam and Mike have the dates for you. But you'll want to make sure you check out the Be Our Guest podcast socials or my socials to find out the information about when the ornament exchange and the holiday card exchange will be this year. So it's a great time. It's fun. We've done it every year since we started the podcast, both of them. And so it's just a really great way to connect with the Be Our Guest podcast family, which is fantastic. So, it's good.
At this point, I'm starting to think that our card exchange might outlast the United States Postal Service.
It could, yes, it very well could. But I would like to thank my very generous helpers of Michelle and Florence. Michelle has literally been doing the ornament exchange since the beginning, so major props to her. And then Florence has been doing the holiday card exchange for quite a few years now, so I'm so thankful to the two of them. Every time I reach out, well, actually, Florence usually messages me first. It's like, it's time. And I'm like, oh, no. And then I message Michelle and I'm like, are you ready? And so that's how this works. So
Florence,
once I have dates, I'll let you know.
One of the most on the ball people I know. And then Michelle down in Florida, one of my favorite all-time ornaments on any Christmas tree ever. I still have it and I love taking it out every year. It is Santa on top of a space shuttle.
That's
I
pretty
love
cool.
that. It's not Christmas till Santa is straddling a space shuttle.
There you go. It was very nice. Last year, the person that I had, they sent ornaments for all of the family. So they sent it for me, Brian, and Lucy because it was like a package. But they also sent one for Daisy, which I thought was really sweet too. So it was very sweet to send all of us. It was like one of those Disney package ornament things. But they were like, "Here's one for each of you."
Sorry.
Yeah. No, I know Daisy's Chihuahua, but.
Sorry, every time I bring her up, it just makes me want a chalupa.
Yeah, no, what's back is Mexi Melts, and I'm happy about this.
They are.
I actually went to Taco Bell this week for a Mexi Melt. So hallelujah, they're back.
Well, I've had to modify my order. My order right now is a 60s tostada, a 70s green burrito, and then I get my normal stuff. But I haven't made it to the 80s, 90s, or 2000s yet.
The Mexi Melt was my jam back in the day, and I saw that it was back. Somebody posted online, and I'm like,
The tostadas are I used to destroy those things at high school, and they're exactly the same still. They're way more expensive. They're still not high quality, but they taste like
they taste good.
They taste like after a high school baseball practice, basically. Right. So exactly, even though I'm 50. All right, Pam Forrester waiting patiently, saying, "Shut up about the Christmas stuff in the Taco Bell.
Stop it! I want to get it out."
Here. I'm on the clock. She's going with the Magic for Less Travel. She's our all-star. Pam Forrester, happy Wednesday. What's up?
I'm sitting here listening to you two talk about Taco Bell and having no idea what any of these words mean.
Pam, you've never been to Mexi Bell?
I have not been to Taco Bell in probably 25 years.
Well, I went back for a Mexi Bell. So.
If you take the average of this podcast, we're doing all right because I go 3 times a week. So we're all right.
I'm sure sporadically there are people listening who are like, you haven't been there in 25 years. I'm only 25. So there's been a whole person's lifetime
and you haven't been to Taco Bell.
I haven't been
That's
to Taco
fine.
Bell.
That's fine. Yeah.
No, I have not. Whatever. It's not my fave, but apparently. But anyways. But happy Monday. Happy Monday. And
it's Wednesday, by the way.
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, but we record on Monday. So that. And I will say, I feel, I'm sure that lots of people feel this, but at this point in the year, this is the time where I'm like, oh, Oh.
Oh.
The end of the year is less than 60 days away. What has happened? So, anyways, but lots of good stuff to fit in before the end of the year. I have a ton of good stuff to fit in. So,
same here.
I'm looking forward to it. 2025 is going to be a good year. That's all I have to say.
That's gonna be my birthday's coming up here in a few weeks, and this year my birthday's the day before Thanksgiving, so basically it's like a 48-hour Thanksgiving. And so, because real quick,
so Mike's going all in.
Well, no, my mother-in-law, she always brings. We have these special pies. I get a chocolate silk pie for my birthday, because we get to pick your birthday cake, right, in our family for your.
Okay,
that's the deal. And since my birthday is always around Thanksgiving, we do my birthday on Thanksgiving with the family. And there's this place in where we used to live in Florissant called Hendel's. It's a bakery, and they make these awesome pies. So I get this chocolate pie. It's kind of like my grandma used to make for homemade, but she's passed on. So, but it's almost as close as you can get. It's chocolate pie, like whipped cream on top. She gets 2 of them. So we eat one as a family after Thanksgiving dinner. Everybody gets a shot at it. You only get, a couple pieces of that. There's also pumpkin pie and all kinds. We have like 4 or 5 pies during Thanksgiving. Some people get a shot at the chocolate one, but I get my own for the leftovers for the rest of the weekend. So nobody can touch that one. That's Mike's only pie. That's the birthday present. But so but the quandary is, Pam came to me and she says, but your birthday's on Wednesday this year. So are you going to be able to wait until Thursday to have your pie? I'm like, no, dude, the second pie is going to start getting destroyed on Wednesday night. She's like, but it won't be the same on Thursday night. I'm like, I don't care. I'm 50. I'll be 51. I'm like, I'm good. I don't need to wait. I'm fine. I got to have a little pie on my birthday. She wanted me to hold off and not have any birthday celebration.
And you were not having that.
You should totally have that. I mean, or you could just get something else for your birthday and then eat the cake. No. Okay. Anyway. I know. What am I talking about? It's Mike. Yeah. Never mind. My bad.
No. All right. We got a question from Alex over in the UK, actually. It's a Run Disney listener question. A question from over the pond about Run Disney. I'm currently training for my first half marathon, not a Disney race, and have booked a Walt Disney World trip for next October, which should coincide with the Wine and Dine race weekend. By the way, if you've seen the dates, the Wine and Dine race weekend is in October next year, towards the end of October. This will also be our daughter's first Disney trip. There will be Florence, 2, Mom, Dad, Grandma, and Granddad staying at Riverside. If it does, I will be there for the 5K. We'd fly home the day of the 10K, so probably not the best idea, but have no idea how it all works. Are you posted race number bibs? Do you get a finisher t-shirt with entry? Are they open to non-US Canada residents? Could you go through how Run Disney events work from start to finish from entering? Thanks, Alex, over in the UK. Great question.
I have the date, just so if anybody's curious. So it's October 23rd through the 26th, 2025. And registration does go on sale for the general public on February 11th. So just a heads up for that. Yeah.
Pre-Valentine's Day gift.
Yes.
Is that romantic?
I don't know. Maybe it is. We'll find out, won't we?
I mean, for me, it would be a little, but I mean, not everybody.
No,
anyway, I'm not doing that weekend probably because it's football season. But here, Alex, let me tell you about this. Yes, because here's the thing. I think doing the 5K is your great entry into Run Disney. You're already going to be there. And I love this idea because family's going to be there to celebrate. Now, here's the thing. You're going home the next day, so there wouldn't be a lot of celebrating after the race, unfortunately, which is kind of fun because you get to wear your medal around in the parks and everybody's congratulating you. You're getting your picture in front of the castle or in front of the, Spaceship Earth and all that kind of stuff, which is kind of a bummer. But you know what? Extend the trip. You still have time. You got plenty of time at this point. But either way, what you want to do is you have to sign up that day, especially 5Ks go quickly. You'd want to be on now just go to the Run Disney site because this could change. Anything is subject to change, but it's usually around 10 o'clock Eastern is when registration goes live on that general public registration date. But you want to be kind of online around 9 a.m., about an hour before the posted time, because it rolls over a little bit early and have multiple devices. It is the most stressful thing in your life. I will tell you that. It is open to non-U.S. residents. There's people from all over the world at these races. That's what makes them awesome. The diversity and the crowd of the runners, the fitness levels, the costuming, just the camaraderie of the runners is what makes the Run Disney community amazing. Like it's not just like when I went to the Chicago Marathon, it's the only other marathon I've ever run outside of Run Disney. When I went to the expo, I was like, I'm in trouble. I thought I walked into the Olympic Village. I was like, oh my God, like everybody here is like a Zeus. I was like, oh, take me back to Run Disney. Like I've gone to the wrong place. Everybody here is for real. So Run Disney is a great place to do your first, event like this. And I would say sign up. You do get a bib. You get a bib with your number. It's always like, very well. It's cute. Like I have mine hanging here in the studio. They're kind of works of art in themselves. You get a t-shirt. You get a little goodie bag with some stuff in it. It's fun. I mean, they're not cheap. They're pricey. I will tell you that they're probably some of the most expensive races you'll run, but you get on-course entertainment. There'll be characters out there. There'll be DJs. You get transportation from your hotel to get there. The expo is fun to go to. Everybody that's a Disney fan and you're a runner, do it. I don't think anybody would be disappointed in the money you spent. It's expensive, but it's kind of like anything with Disney. Like when you go on a Disney cruise, is it the cheapest cruise line? No, but I don't think anybody comes home and says, I didn't enjoy that. It's kind of I would say it parallels that. Pam, I know you're not into the Run Disney thing, but I mean, do you think that's a fair comparison?
Yeah, I do. I think that for the most part, I mean, people enjoy the races. I think that the folks that get burnt out are probably people who have done multiple races from that. But I think it's a fun trip and something, that you can add on. I think the thing that you do need to realize is that depending on how many races that you run or what you do, it does cut into maybe your stamina or desire to stay up late at night, right? 100%. And that's where
nighttime spectaculars are forever because I go down for these races, and I mean
exactly. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, you're just going to miss out on some of that. So I think you sort of have to weigh those things when you're thinking about stuff like that.
All right, Rikki, you ready? Because I got a question for you now. So Len is here, my good friend out in Maryland. Go Green. Mm-hmm. He's asking about Jollywood Nights. They're heading down to Walt Disney World here for the holidays very shortly.
Yes.
Obviously, the events just kind of kicked off this past weekend. Jollywood Nights, Mickey's Very Merry, looking pretty cool on social media. What advice do you have for folks that are going down for the holiday events this week? What are you seeing? What do you like?
Yeah, so I didn't go this year, and I was trying to figure out if we could go because Brian and I now have an impromptu trip for Thanksgiving weekend. But I don't think it's gonna line up in the budget to go for this year and or also the dates. But I did go to Jollywood Nights last year. I was not one of the people who did not enjoy themselves. I actually had a really good time. I felt like it was what you made of it. And, I enjoyed the things that I got to do. Now I went on the first night last year and, a lot of people had trouble with the lines, especially for food and things like that. I've heard that they've actually fixed a lot of those problems with a number of things. So I've definitely heard that people enjoyed this event much better than last year. I feel like they have more food in more different places. A lot of the food last time was like literally just on, Sunset Boulevard. And so this time I feel like they've kind of spaced it out a little bit, which is good. There's also a ton of character meet and greets, which was not necessarily something that they had a lot of last year. So if you're really into characters, I feel like the Jollywood Nights is going to be a great thing for you to be able to do, especially if you like to get character photos, things like that. There's a couple of like a new Pixar dance party, which looks like it's a lot of fun. There's also the ice skating show, which looks like that's going to be interesting as well. I very much enjoyed the show that takes place at the where Beauty and the Beast live on stages. I forget the actual name of the show, but it's a traditional like holiday spectacular kind of show. It's got the Muppets in it. It's got Tiana in it. It's got lots of different characters. Belle, I think, if I remember correctly. That's more of like a variety show, which is a lot of fun. There's also a show, if you are a huge Nightmare Before Christmas fan, you're going to want to check that show out, which, I mean, it's pretty much it's a really interesting retelling of The Nightmare Before Christmas. It's a sing-along, but the way they do it is really interesting. There's some other live entertainment there. That's really good. So I feel like they listened to the critiques of last year, and they definitely have enhanced it and made it better. I wish that I would be able to go this year. I wish that the dates would line up. Unfortunately, they just don't for me. But I really would like to try it again. At least hopefully next year I'll be able to make it happen. So that's good. As far as Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party goes, that also I'm hearing has been a great time. Not a lot has changed with it. It's the traditional experience that you expect to have. So you're going to have the parade, you're going to have the fireworks, you're going to have the holiday show on the castle stage. You're going to have some dance parties. There is a new thing where Santa is actually meeting in Storybook Circus this year, which is, I think, actually a genius idea to move Santa back to Storybook Circus. I think that's just what they've done over back there is fantastic. I think that's I don't know why they didn't do that all these years ago, but it's a really great idea to move him back there. So overall, they have the cookies, they have the hot cocoa. They have it's a lot of different cookies this year too, so that part's kind of nice. I think both parties are great. I do obviously they are especially Mickey's Very Merry is definitely a little pricey. But I think that if you're gonna go and get the full experience out of it, you're gonna have a really good time. And it'll be worth the money. That's kind of the thing that I always find after I go to these parties is, it's a little bit of a sticker shock at first. You're like, oh! But then like after you go and enjoy the events and experiences, you're like, okay, I get it. That was worth the money. So, I feel like both parties are really firing on all cylinders this year. So I'm excited to see, how the rest of the holiday season goes. Because, you got the Christmas Tree Trail, which has come back. The Merry Menagerie, Disney's Animal Kingdom stuff came back this week. And now you won't have the Epcot stuff until the end of the month. Yeah. And actually I'll be there on opening day for Epcot Festival of the Holidays. So at least that worked out for me. So that part's good. But yeah, so you'll get to experience that. And that's good. So the holidays are here, baby. The holidays are here.
Yes. So isn't the little gift that you get for Jollywood Nights like a little 6-pack of marshmallows or something?
It's like a little pack of the Wonder Maid marshmallows. Yeah, last year I actually have them on my my bookshelves. Last year we got coasters, which said Jollywood Nights on it. I don't know which one I'd rather have. I mean, I do like the snack, but I also like the fact that I have like something tangible. Like if I don't eat the snack, that's.
I'd rather. I'm not a big marshmallow guy. Like
I do like marshmallows, but I don't know how I feel about champagne flavored marshmallows. I don't really drink champagne, so
yeah. I mean, I'm Mike in the Midwest, man. It'd be more like I don't even drink beer. I mean, so I don't even know, like I'm pretty weak on that. So I'm not fancy. But
I do like that they have them.
Is it a Christmas ornament or something?
They have a Christmas ornament, which is cute. I like it. It's like a gingerbread house. Which, by the way, Disney, if you don't bring that gingerbread house popcorn bucket to the regular guests, I swear I'm gonna mutiny.
Popcorn buckets are rocking this year.
I'm gonna throw a fit.
Like cocaine. I mean, I swear. Like I got all these. I swore I'd never buy a Christmas bucket. Now I'm like I need them. Like I need air. I don't know why.
That gingerbread one, I swear, if they don't make it for everyday guests, I will.
The one with like Mickey Mouse he looks like an elf. Like
yes, that's only for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, and it makes me sad. Maybe they did at the end of the season bring out the Stitch one. I think actually you can still get the Stitch one at like Animal Kingdom right now. The Vampire Stitch. But I'm hoping that because I'll be there on Christmas Day too, so I'm hoping that they'll be like, ta-da! Here they are for Christmas.
That Mickey one is so cool.
I hope so. He's adorable.
He looks like he's out of the 50s, but he's Christmas. So it's my two loves. It's Christmas and retro. Pam, do you like those? Like, they're killing
popcorn buckets? You know it.
Popcorn buckets, and I'm not even I swear I'm not a popcorn bucket guy. As you look over my shoulder and there's Sam Eagle, there's the Orange Bird, there's one from Disneyland, there's Mr. Toad. Scott got me on this stuff. It's his fault.
I know. I didn't really consider myself a popcorn bucket person either, and yet I have some. And Universal puts out some fantastic ones
they
too.
Do.
This one over my shoulder is the Minions in the look. He is in a unicorn pool floaty.
Stop right now.
You know what it is, though? Honestly, they're I hate to say this out loud. They're pretty affordable. Like to
they
me,
are.
They're a decent value, and there's something that's kind of practical because like they you can sit them somewhere and they just make you happy. You know,
yes.
Like they're I don't care if you put popcorn in them or not. I'm not a big popcorn fan, but they're cute. You know, they're like cute little decorations, and they're not that expensive, like $20.
I also hope that they bring so they have the at Disneyland they have the red Jingle Bell sipper, and I'm really hoping they bring that to Walt Disney World too, because I have the gold and the green sippers and I missed out on, I think it was a red one a few years ago, and so I really want to have the whole set now. I know this one's glittery and the other ones I have aren't, but like I can make do. So yeah, I want the whole set, and I'm like, please bring the sipper to Walt Disney World so I can complete my set. Disney, you would have like probably $60 from me right here if you just bring that and the gingerbread house. I will give you $60.
Here's my question
about the popcorn buckets is
go ahead. What about the popcorn buckets? No, go ahead, because my question was dumb.
So the thing about the popcorn buckets is they aren't that expensive, and the worst part of them is getting them home on the plane.
Yep. I carry them. I sit it right there on my tray on the Southwest flight. Like
right. I sit it in the seat next to me and hope that nobody sits there.
See, my flight, I don't know where you go because my flight is always jam-packed. They're always just like, pick it on like, ladies and gentlemen, this is a completely sold out flight, so please do not try to save the seat next to you because it will be full. And I don't know if they're lying to me or not, but it always is. I mean, and it's like a sweat box too. They're like, and this plane will not have air conditioning all the way back to St. Louis. So just prepare to sweat. But what are you gonna do? By the way, I'm interviewing a lady that gives tips about flying Southwest Airlines on the show here.
Oh, nice! Can't wait to listen to that one.
Next to the USA Today, so be ready for time for Thanksgiving travel.
Ooh.
We're moving up in the world here on the Be Our Guest podcast.
We are. Love it.
How about another question? I need that popcorn bucket bad.
I need the popcorn buckets.
I got bailed out though on the truck. Here's another one. I forgot about the Toyota truck from Toy Story.
Oh, did you get one?
Because it was on the Fantasy this summer at the movie theater. And I'm saying I'm going on a cruise soon.
That's good. I do like that they've started bringing them to the cruise ships now too. That part's nice. Yeah.
Okay, here's the other question. Will the Disney Treasure be decorated for Christmas, considering it doesn't sell until after Christmas?
Oh, probably not.
Well, officially.
I know.
Yeah.
So would they put up a Christmas tree?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
I don't have an answer.
My wife, I'm like,
I'll be on her though in about a week. So
that's good.
Let us know. And will they have?
Let us know. Is there a Christmas tree?
No. But it will not be a sailing. It will have just come over from Europe.
I think they decorated for the holidays. Just
they may
for the heck of it. Because
and if they had those popcorn buckets of the movie, that'd be pretty slick,
right?
Yeah. Just saying.
Okay. Next question. Man, I'm just.
Do we have questions today? I don't know.
This popcorn bucket show. Here we go. It's Jay down in Tennessee. Hey, BOGP crew, I'll be in the vicinity of Walt Disney World in late November and would love to get a few Disney hours before going to the airport that afternoon. I'm thinking I'll either go to the monorail loop or Disney Springs. Springs might be a bit easier overall, but being able to ride a monorail or being able to do a ride, aka the monorail, see into the park and get some Christmas magic at the resort seems really appealing. I've never parked at the TTC before. Will this be a hassle for just a couple of hours of fun, or should I go overboard, use Disney math, and get a breakfast reservation at a resort so I can park there? If so, which one do y'all suggest? Will the resorts have any Christmas fun treats or coffee? Thanks for all you guys do to keep the Disney fun and magic going between trips. Thanks, Jay in Tennessee. They got a big one this weekend, Tennessee and Georgia, down in your neck of the woods in Athens. Yeah. All right, so man, I say you got to go to a resort, right? And I say do the monorail loop. And you know what, man? I go to Wilderness Lodge.
Oh yeah.
I go to the lodge. It's less hassle, and then I take a boat over to the Contemporary. you get a boat ride, and then you could ride the monorail around and go see the gingerbread house and all that good stuff, and swing by the Magic Kingdom. Take it all in. You could probably do that in 3 hours.
I think so.
I go to Geyser Point.
Yeah, you just you tend to not. The thing is that they still are restricting parking for a lot of people. So unless you have a reservation for dining, and you can't make a reservation for Geyser Point.
Well, what about if you make a reservation for?
You could do Whispering Canyon.
Whispering Canyon. That's what I was gonna say.
Which is a great. He's coming for breakfast, right?
Yes.
Maybe? Question mark. I feel like he said breakfast. Maybe he didn't.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, they have a fantastic breakfast there, and it's all.
He's from Tennessee, dude. He's a hearty eater. Breakfast skillet, brother.
Yes, breakfast skillet. All you care to eat. I feel like
I'm
that's
already
a good
like
option.
profiling the guy.
And then you get to see the beautiful Christmas tree at Wilderness Lodge, and I feel like that's a great option. Yeah.
Any other tips?
Well, just the other option is, in addition to the monorail loop and the Magic Kingdom loop, the Epcot resorts are fantastic too. And I will put a shout out there for one of my favorite breakfasts at Ale and Compass, which also has great food. I know, right?
You know, I can't get a reservation for Ale and Compass breakfast. I keep trying.
Well, maybe because you're trying for 10:30 and they stopped doing it.
Yeah, I try earlier than that.
Amen.
Day of. I try day of. I used to want to get day of all the time, and I can't get day of anymore, like at all.
Pam just got the best line of 2024.
Oh no! Somehow we lost
Pam. It's true. No, but then if you park able to see Yacht Beach Club Boardwalk, and you can also take the Skyliner over to any of the Skyliner resorts. So I mean, those are the two resort decor options, the tours. So both good choices.
They are. We've solved his issues. You get 2 rides, either the Skyliner or the monorail. Can't go wrong either way, and a full belly. All right, here we go. Last question of the day, and we got to get through this one because it's got 3 parts, and we got about 7 minutes. Here we go.
3-part question.
No, it is. Ready? Strap in. It's Disney and Universal for July of 2025.
All right, Pam and I got this. We're good.
And it's a person named Rikki, but they spell it Ricki.
Ah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think we've ever had 2 Rickys like in one kind of formulaic kind of show here, but here we go.
Why not?
It's Rikki from Parker, Colorado. This is my first time writing in. I listen to your podcast just about every morning while walking or running with my 2 pups. I always appreciate the tips and tricks. Shout out to the 2 pups. And by the way, if you listen to Mike in the Midwest, the Patreon show, I did a show about Kirk and Ben Herbstreit. And if you know, you know that the dog and Kirk does College Game Day. If you are not wrecked by the pieces you've seen on social media about how Ben Herbstreit, it's Kirk Herbstreit, the announcer's dog, passed away this past week. I mean, the story about a man and his dog, man, it was powerful. I'm just saying, it makes you appreciate what dogs bring to your life. Anyway, we are working on planning our next trip for July of 2025. I have 2 boys. They're 14 and 11. We've stayed at the Poly and love it. We've also done the Swan and Dolphin as well and love that too, as the proximity to Epcot and Hollywood Studios can't be beat. I have a few questions for you. Number 1, I've wanted to try something new as the Poly isn't in our budget this year. We've never stayed at a Skyliner resort, but they intrigue me. Which would you pick and why? Our last resort, we may do, as a last resort, we may do the Swan and Dolphin again, as we're Marriott members. I've been looking into Caribbean Beach, but not 100% sold. We love close proximity resorts. Number 2, how would you spend 3 or 4 days at Disney with a park hopper ticket? We usually go for 8 to 10 days and have the ability to do just about everything. This time, it's going to be short and sweet. And number 3, after the 3 days at Disney, we're thinking about going to Universal and checking out Epic Universe. We've been there 3 times as well, so looking to break those 2 destinations up to be able to do both. Do you have any advice on how this new park will shake out and the best way to maneuver the newness? Thanks so much, Rikki. All right, number 1, let's talk about Caribbean Beach. They're Polynesian fans, never done a Skyliner resort. Caribbean Beach, though, it's got it's a Polynesian light feel. It's got that very tropical feel. when you stay at a Skyliner resort, I will just say this off the bat. It is game changing for Hollywood Studios and Epcot. You are there in a blink. It is remarkable. Pam, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the Skyliner is really a game changer for many of the different resorts. I think we've seen a scarcity at Caribbean Beach that was never imagined before the Skyliner.
It's big and it's scarce. I mean, it is.
Yeah. It is. And what's so funny is we had gone to Caribbean Beach and eaten at their outside lounge, and we had stopped in the store and I'd seen an item, and I didn't buy it because I'm a dumb and I haven't learned my lesson after all these years of going to Walt Disney World. So the next day Steve's like, we'll drive back and we'll, go and we can get it. Well, we go to pull up and the guy's like, do you have a reservation here? And I'm like, for lunch, you can't make a reservation anywhere here for lunch. Like, no, we don't. I just saw this. And he said, I can't let you come in unless you have a reservation. So it was like, this is how popular Caribbean Beach is at this point. I mean, so anyways, that's, a really cool thing. But I am going to say that I do love the Polynesian, and there is really something to be said about the Disney experience that occurs when you're staying at a monorail resort too. It is something that I think it's like the stuff that childhood dreams are made of, because I equate the monorail with those monorail resorts and with going to Disney World. And that Moana retheming of those rooms is one of my favorite rethemings that Disney has ever done. So they're both good resort choices. But I would say, I know you usually stay at the Swan and Dolphin. It's something different staying at a Disney resort. There's just this thing that you can't always put your finger on, but I really love that experience. So
yeah, I stayed at the Swan and it was super nice. Like I told my wife, like if I was staying at this hotel in Columbia, like at Mizzou or at a dance competition, like I would love it. Like this hotel has everything I need. Like the bed it's got that heavenly bed or whatever. Like it was great. But when I'm at Walt Disney World, man, I'd rather be at Pop Century just because I need that vibe all the time. I need it. Like that's why I'm here. Like,
yeah,
give me I'd rather be at All Star Sports. I mean, that's just me though. Like that's my jam. Like I go to Walt Disney World to be at Walt Disney World, and the proximity was great. I mean, and the amenities were great. Like I'm not saying anything's against the Swan and the Dolphin, but it's just me. I'm there to be Disneyed, verbed it, kind of thing. But Rikki, take this one though. They're usually there 8 to 10 days. This time at Walt Disney World, they're going to be 3 to 4. So strategies to kind of maximize their time, because you kind of do the 3 to 4 day thing weekend.
I do. Yeah, usually. So I'll usually kind of pick one park for the day. There are times when I will park hop, but I just kind of spend the majority of the day in one park. That way I get, a full day's worth of time in there and not, going from place to place. So that's kind of what I end up doing a lot of times. I'll also tend to pick out a good restaurant to grab. Usually it'll be day of though. But I would always make sure that I have a good restaurant in mind that's in the park or nearby, so that way I have that lined up too. But yeah, I mean, I kind of just stick with the one park when I only have a short amount of time, just because I don't want to waste time going from park to park, unless that's just something that they really want to do. Like they want to do the 4 parks in one day challenge or something like that, which is also a fun thing to do when you're on a short trip. But yeah, that's usually my biggest suggestion is I usually only do one park per day at that point.
I would also, I mean, if you're going from 8 to 10 days to 3 to 4, this is where I would purchase Lightning Lane. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
You're going to maneuver through the parks at a more rapid pace and you're going to see more in a day. So this is where that would definitely be something I would look into, because I'm not a fan of it, but I mean, when you have to squeeze down, your time, definitely purchase Lightning Lane. And finally, what about the Epic Universe add-on? Trying to think about the newness there. Of course, we know some, we don't know all at this point. Pam, what would you say to the other Rikki? Colorado.
So at this point, your choices for Epic Universe are a multi-day ticket and Epic Universe. You get one of Epic Universe with that. Unless you're an annual pass holder at Universal, the single day tickets are not available. If and they will be available. So that's something to take into consideration, at least for this point in time. And I will tell you that I'm probably thinking that this is going to stick around for a little bit because Universal is trying to, or that there aren't as, they don't have maybe some of the lines and whatnot that they experienced when even a part of a park opened up with the Wizarding World at both Adventure and Universal Studios. So it's something to think about, something to keep in mind, but I'm only making that with the purchase of a multi-day ticket at this point. So
awesome. So yeah, I mean, just I would keep your ear to the ground because Universal is going to announce more and more as probably the new year comes. I would say in the new year.
Yeah, for sure. And I would expect long lines. I mean, that's just going to be plain and simple. I think the park is going to be very popular. So even though, like Pam said, I think they're going to try to space it out. I still think you're going to expect to have longer lines for, pretty much every attraction because everybody's going to be wanting to see this brand new park. So it's the new hotness. So it's going to be the thing that's going to draw a lot of people toward it.
All right. Well, that is going to do it. Again, if you have questions, please send those to the inbox, mike@beourguestpodcast.com. You get right there to the top, and we'll tackle those starting next Wednesday. And don't forget, our show is always brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you plan your next Disney adventure, whether it's to Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Line, or Adventures by Disney. Best part is no additional cost to you and first-class concierge level service each and every time. Check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link as you get ready to buy that big Frosty the Snowman inflatable for the front yard or whatever you need. I like bubble lights for the Christmas tree. I have them already, but who says I can't buy more this season? Whatever you're buying for the holidays, please use our Amazon affiliate link. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you so much to our Patreon supporters. You guys are the best. You make our show possible. $5 a month is all it takes, and you get a bonus show every week called Mike in the Midwest. Come over this week. We'd love to have you. Patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. Where can you find us on the socials? Well, funny you should ask. I'm at BRGuestMike. Rikki's at Ricky Nibs. Pam is at TMFLT Pam. Twitter, Instagram, and Threads is where you can find us, and you can find us in the clubhouse. It's free. It's fun. It's for everybody. Come on over. BRGuestPodcast.com/clubhouse. And join us this Sunday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. It's you, me, and Scotty G. We open up the phone lines. It's your show. We talk about everything. We have a good time. We'll continue the topic that we're going to talk about on Friday, which is One's Gotta Go. We are getting ready to discuss. We're going to put some things in groups, and one of them is not going to make the cut. It's out of here. So Mike, Ricky, Pam, one's got to go. Who's got to go? I'm not going to say. That'd be pretty mean. So it's not going to be me because I control all the buttons in the show here right now. So it's going to be, this is, what does Justin Timberlake say? It's gotta be me. I don't know. No, that's a bad joke.
He said it's gonna be me.
So well, it's not. I'm not Justin Timberlake.
It's gonna be me.
Not gonna be.
I'm seeing him this weekend again. By the way, just throwing that out there.
You guys having a thing? I don't know what's going on. Anyway,
he's in concert again.
I'm back Friday. We're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna, discuss all the latest Disney news and all that stuff in a fun way. And you can play right along in the car as you're getting ready for Thanksgiving and my birthday coming up soon, and the deal with the pies. So until we get back together again on Friday, hope you have a great week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon. Shout out to Rob going down to Walt Disney World. What?
Nice.
Hey, Pam, come back, go out and come back in. Your mic was cutting out. I don't know if that's what's going on.
Okay.
Oh, good. It wasn't just me. Okay, I thought it was me.
Did you
Yes.
hear it? Okay, I heard it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Edited. It's gonna be me.
No.
It's gonna be me.
Stop it.
It's finna be me. Oh, I'm so hungry for some Taco Bell.
I'm hungry for my pizza that I accidentally ordered at the wrong pizza place. Whoops. So I had to send Brian to go get it at the other pizza place.
Was it Blaze?
No. Oh, I am highly disappointed in Blaze lately. So they changed their menu recently, and Blaze's menu and not as good as it used to be, and I'm very sad about it. Like, it's decidedly different than it used to be. It's not nearly as good. I don't know if they changed the sauce but they changed something on it with their menu, and I'm very sad. We went there a couple weeks ago, and because there's a Blaze near us,
They lost
and I was very sad that it was. And I've been twice now, no, 3 times, and was disappointed 3 times. So I was like, okay, this is not just a fluke. This is they changed something, and it's not as good as it used to be.
We had one on Mid River Small Drive, and it left. Happy Smokehouse.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, I know. I should go there. We always go to the place Brady Cook's parents. Okay, here we go. One's got to go. This is $25.91 for Friday. Welcome to episode 2591 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Friday to you. Hope you're getting ready for a great weekend. My Mizzou Tigers down in South Carolina this weekend. It's going to be a battle. Got friends, lots of friends down in that state. Hopefully a lot of you guys are just Clemson fans like Mike Bankhead. Let's just pretend. And we can all still be friends tomorrow. But we're going to have a good time today talking Disney. That's what we do here. We're going to do it in a fun way today because one's got to go. Maybe I should round up all my friends that are Gamecock fans and just say one's got to go. That'd be mean. I'm not doing that. Maybe. Who knows? No, we're not doing that, Mike. We're just going to talk about Disney and have a good time. And I have my friends here today to talk some Disney with. So joining us from a DisneyWorldAfterAll.com 2.0 and the MouseForLess.com, we have Rikki. Rikki, what's up? It's almost Thanksgiving.
It is almost Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's gonna be good. We're actually gonna head down to Florida for Thanksgiving as an impromptu trip. So we're excited to go down there and just get a little. We'll be at Disney one day, but time with the family, the others, and so it's gonna be a good time. Yeah, I can't believe that we're getting this close though. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Yeah.
Did you write an article on? I haven't seen over on a DisneyWorldAfterAll.com about how this past week, one of the Walt Disney World resorts has turned into a retirement community. Did you write that article? Because it was begging to be written. I didn't know if you wrote it yet. Did you?
I did not. No, I have not.
It was begging to be written on Tuesday. I almost sent you that this was an article begging to be written because Coronado Springs is now turned the non-tower rooms. That section of the resort is now called the Villages.
Ah, there we go.
Where the old folks tend to go in Florida. It is. And so you could, I mean, if you wanted a clickbaity title for an article,
I'm very familiar
for a clickbaity title that Walt Disney World has turned of the most popular resort on property into a retirement home. Details at 5.
Yeah, but you do know that my deal is no clickbait.
I know, but you could have done it once. It was a great time.
No, that's the point. I don't try to get you to my site through clickbait. I actually want you to come to my site because you want to learn Disney things, not because I'm trying to trick you to come learn Disney things.
This was not the week to be messing with me. Like I'm sitting there just trying to do my job, head to the grindstone. I'm just typing. I'm like, somebody just wants a standard room, Coronado Springs, and I'm looking. I'm like, Villages. I'm like, I'm down here in the office. Villages? Where are the Villages at Coronado Springs? Yeah, I'm like, there's casitas, there's ranchos. I'm pretty sure there's still cabanas, unless those got leveled and they're building the second tower or something. I'm like, Villages. But then I'm just like, I guess those are just the rest of the non-time. Pam Forrester, she's the owner of the Magic for Less Travel, and we do this together. Pam Forrester, it's just one of those things. Like all of a sudden, there's villages at Coronado Springs. What's up?
I know. It's like we didn't even get notice that it was changing. It just did.
Okay, that's good. It's just ta-da!
What a great name, because there's not kind of like a little bitty community in central, a little north of Central Florida, called the Villages, where people hang out.
I know it's interesting. I don't know, but you know what? I think that will help. Maybe, I don't know. The weird thing is, I think people got confused about cabanas, casitas, ranchos.
True, I get that.
I know, but that's like, to people who have known Coronado for a long time, this was not confusing, because while the rooms are exactly the same, the theming of the area outside and the building were very different. So I don't know. I think Port Ranchos gets a bad name. It's actually my favorite part of the resort. I love staying there, but yeah, Coronado. They got to keep us on our toes.
They do, but I mean, I hate that. I'll be honest, I hate that move. I love when you have flavor. And Coronado has flavor with casitas, cabanas, and ranchos, but that's just me. So anyway, hey, let's get into today's topic. Let's roll. One's got to go. Ranchos, casitos, cabanas. That just leads us right into what we're going to talk about. I didn't think about it, but man, what a way to start the show. Because what we're going to do today is in groups, and we have to boot one out. So I'm going to throw this. If you had to get rid of one of the distinctly beautiful themes at Coronado Springs. Now the rooms are the same on the inside. Let's just forget that. But the outdoor theming is very different, right? It does look different on the outside. And there are slightly different amenities in each of these little areas. Like there's a second fitness center in the casitas. It's more executive over on that corner, by the way, I think. Just me. Rikki, which one's got to go? Casitas, cabanas, ranchos.
Gosh, this one is tough.
Right. I'm coming in hot on a Friday. I'm fired up about this topic. It's been building in me for a week.
You are definitely coming into hot. I guess. I mean, I don't really have like, huh?
Wade gets it. He's on YouTube with me right there. He gets it.
I don't really have like a dog in the fight on this one. So I mean, I guess maybe maybe I would go with the cabanas. I don't know. They look a little more dated in a way. I feel like I think because the ranchos remind me of New Mexico, and I lived there for a while, obviously. So like I feel like that feels a little homey to me. So I think that I like the so I'm gonna go with I think I like the casitas. So I'm gonna go with the cabanas. Yeah.
All right. Pam Forrester, what do you?
I really don't have a dog in this fight, though. I'm not gonna lie. So
everybody should have a dog in the Coronado fight.
I have a definitive answer.
Oh, okay, good.
I do too. Go ahead.
Casitas.
Really?
Casitas. Yes.
Right.
And here's why. They're the ones that are they're preferred. Most of the preferred are in the casitas, and the building itself, I think, is a little when you compare to the other one.
Really?
See, and that's how I felt about the cabanas. So, all right.
I thought I knew you, Pam Forrester.
The cabanas have this sort of tropical feel, and I like that. They have the hammocks, they have the beach,
nice.
They have the palm trees. I like the new color that they are. I like that quiet pool. I just sort of, I really enjoy that. Ranchos, if I'm going to choose from the three, the ranchos are my favorite because I really like that theming. I think the dry riverbeds are cool. The outside is cool. I like that quiet pool too. Casitas, I don't really like. It's just, it doesn't, I don't know. It almost doesn't fit with the theme to me. So that's my
okay.
I'll give you that. Okay.
So mine is, I'm with Rikki on this one, dude. The cabanas gotta go. Now, the saving grace the cabanas used to have was that little business add-on thing you could add where you got the cookies and all the food there for like 20
Oh,
bucks
yeah.
That thing was the Disney's best kept secret over DVC, whatever. You could add that for 20 bucks a night and just get those soft batch cookies and fruit and all those soft drinks and all that. The little business.
That was really great.
Oh, that was awesome. But they flattened it when they built the tower. But yeah, I love the casitas. I mean, because one, there's their proximity to El Centro. It's got pickleball courts now over there. I mean, pickleball courts. It's got a second fitness center if you need it. That quiet pool over there is the jam over there in the casitas. Oh man, but the ranchos are my favorite. I do love that. When I get a room in the ranchos, I'm like, yes. I know some people are like, oh my gosh, I'm 17 miles away. It's not that far, people. There's a bridge now. Now before 3 bridges, it was a fitness challenge, but it's a lot better now that there's a bridge.
It's easy now. It really is.
Unless you're dragging your suitcase across that wood and it's but I mean, come on now, it's like rhythmic, it's like it's entrancing. But Cabanas, it's fine. Cabanas is, but we all in our heart of hearts. I mean, nobody's gonna say this out loud except me because I'm stupid. When you get your room assignment, there is like you always like, you're always kind of like, come on, man. What's it going to be? For us, they're listening to this kind of a show, right? And like for me, when I get a Cabanas, I'm like, because it's like, I always tell my wife, like, I'm not married to that room. I'm here for a weekend. Who cares? But like, when I get a Ranchos, I'm like, yeah, baby, because
me too.
For casitas, I'm still like, yeah, baby, let's go. When I get a Cabanas, I'm like, it's okay. All right. I mean, it's not bad. It's good. I'm still Coronado. It's fine. So that was our roll-offs. All right. So Rikki, go ahead. Give us a one's got to go situation here.
All right. So I'm gonna go with a holiday edition one. All right. So one has to go, and it's either the gingerbread house at the Grand Floridian, the carousel at the beach club, or the display at the Contemporary, which this year is themed after the dream lights, the castle dream lights. So one has to go. Which one are you getting rid of? Let's go with Mike first.
I guess I'm going with the one with Contemporary because I've never even seen it. I didn't even know it existed. I mean,
yeah, they have it every year. It's kind of in the back.
Through the store in the back.
By that like the Mickey.
Well, it's not outside; it's inside. But like you were going over to Bay Lake Tower, like the bridge over to Bay Lake Tower. It is kind of hidden.
It is, it's definitely hidden. It's not out in the middle. Yeah.
Is it not very big? It gets obviously gets no love. I've never heard of this thing. I've never seen.
It's pretty big, actually.
It's decent size.
Disney's best kept secret 3.0.
Yeah, exactly.
It's usually a castle.
It's usually
a castle background, like a huge gingerbread castle. Yes.
Yeah.
I need to pay better.
They've had for like a number of years.
Yeah.
So you've missed it every time.
Is this like Puff the Magic Dragon?
No, we're not gaslighting you. Rikki and I didn't text each other before the show and be like, let's get Mike.
Let's make him think that there's this display at the Contemporary.
Right.
Marvin, stop messing with me, dude. I had a Uncrustable before the show to get me through. Stop. I'm going with the Dream Lights imaginary sculpture.
No, it's not imaginary, but that's fine. That's fine. All right, Pam, where are you going?
I think I'm gonna do the carousel.
Oh, okay.
I know. That was hard, but I actually kind of like the thing of the Contemporary. It's nice. It's big, and you can't get rid of the gingerbread house because it's the gingerbread house.
If you get rid of that, I'm just dropping you off.
It's the OG of the Christmas displays, of the Christmas gingerbread displays. It's the OG. So
I understand.
I would feel bad about that. So
okay, all right.
Yeah, I think I'm doing that.
As beautiful as I find the gingerbread display at the Contemporary, I do think that I would have to get rid of that one. Because I mean, seriously, there is a giant carousel made of gingerbread and chocolate, and the horses are so intricate and beautiful. And this year it's themed after Mickey's Christmas Carol, and I can't stop. That's amazing. I love that it's themed after Mickey's Christmas Carol. It's one of my favorite things. I watch it every year. I've watched it all the time as a kid. We, at my grandparents' house, they had the tape. They taped it off TV, and we literally every Saturday when we were over there, basically we would watch it. Didn't matter if it was Christmas or not. So yeah, I gotta go. I have a lot of connection with that this year. So I think I'm gonna have, even though it's beautiful, the display this year, because it is themed about the dream lights, I think I'm gonna have to go to the contemporary one. So.
Again, I probably should not say this, but I am. It's not bad. It's just that, okay, talking about that carousel in marathon weekend, right? And our awesome running team, the Be Our Guest Podcast Lizards. A couple years ago, I had a dream. This was like, I have these panic dreams right before I go down for marathon weekend, because every runners do, right? You just have these weird dreams because you're gonna get swept and all this. This had nothing to do with the races, but I had this dream.
I'm scared.
I'm very scared.
It was a nightmare. I think it was like a good dream. That at the end of the holiday season, such a stupid dream. Okay. Disney took that carousel like from the beach club, and they donated it to the lizards, and we got to eat it. Like they gave it to
I was like picturing a storage building or
a party. And they
very
said,
random dream.
Instead of just throwing this thing away, like, we know that you're going to be hungry at the end of marathon weekend. You guys have all, like, you have a big team. You guys are all good people. Just here, you can have the dang carousel. And we just all started just destroying this like carousel. It was weird.
Oh my goodness.
We ate that thing like it was chocolate and it was gingerbread and it was good. I know.
Wow.
I don't know what I would eat that night before I went to bed. Maybe a couple bowls of Captain Crunch. I don't know. I shouldn't have said that out loud, but it was a weird dream. Anyway,
that is weird.
It was absolutely weird. Pam, help me. Oh,
all right. So here's what I'm coming up with.
Not eating a giant gingerbread display.
Right. I'm like, I don't know where to go with this.
I don't know where to go with this.
It was so weird.
I don't know what to do. Okay. So one's got to go. And what I'm looking at is some of the newer attractions. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Guardians, Tron,
Ooh.
Or Slinky Dog. And this is the thrill ride sort of component of these.
Like
the new-ish not contractions, by the way. Not contractions. I don't mean apostrophe NT or anything like that. I mean attractions. Because I've lost my mind. Guardians, Trons, or Slinky Dog. Rikki, which one's going?
I mean, this one's easy for me. I think I would easily go with Tron. Tron can go bye-bye. I think that it's a fine attraction. It's got the thrill. The outside portion is definitely the best part of the attraction. And that's super short. So I get that. And it is really cool. I mean, to see people whipping around outside like that, that's a really neat piece. And it gets you excited to go on the coaster. But then the inside, honestly, to me, the inside reminds me a lot of like kind of rock and roller coaster, just maybe less intense. So like, I feel like they kind of already did that with that. So I don't love Tron for that reason. Now, Slinky Dog is a classic coaster. It's so much fun. Literally, I'm giddy every time I ride it. And honestly, I would say the same thing about Guardians. Like, I'm seriously giddy every time I ride Guardians. I'm excited and anxious to find out which song I'm going to get. I legit rock out to every single song. Like, I'm seriously in my seat, constantly jamming out to the song as it's playing. So I'm giddy with those other two attractions, and I'm not so giddy with Tron. So I think easy for me. Tron's got to go. All
right, Mike.
Well, see, I mean, everyone knows I'm going to say Guardians, right? Because I can't do it. But hear me out. It's because of the other two attractions. I love that Tron adds a second coaster. It adds another thrill attraction to the Magic Kingdom, which it sorely needs. It fits Tomorrowland perfectly. The aesthetic that it brings, especially at night to Tomorrowland, is unmatched. It's really great. And I love the attraction. It's just the right length. It's very exciting. It's just the right amount of thrill for me. Slinky Dog, also perfect attraction for Toy Story Land. Everybody can ride it. I mean, it is the central focus of Toy Story Land. I mean, it is built this like a kid's toy that you can get on, enjoy. It is perfect for that land. The land wouldn't be the land without Slinky Dog. Now, here's the thing. I know that Guardians, it is an amazing attraction. I've done it twice. It is, everybody rides it, loves it. It is so well done. It's probably a top 5 attraction at Walt Disney World. I'm giving it that. It is amazing. Here's my beef with it. I don't know how it fits into Epcot. I still think it's in the wrong park. I know it brings something to the park that it needs as an e-ticket attraction, a thrill attraction. But to me, it's still, I don't know if I'm living in the past. It still doesn't fit like the old Epcot.
Hello, you're learning about this brand new, planet area that,
Why are you messing with me again? No,
I'm just saying, hello.
I don't watch the movies. So I don't know. No, but I mean, it is. I'm just trying to find a reason as one's got to go. And it just, like Ellen's Energy, again, it's like, get off my lawn. People are yelling at me right now, right? Like Ellen's Energy Adventure fit better to Epcot, which it did with the old
Edutainment.
It was, and this is, but I understand that the way things are going, you got to have thrill attractions, you got to have e-tickets, you got to have people blazing through space, and that's what it does, and it does it extremely well with sight, sounds, music. It's got everything. It's got everything you could want. But of the 3, that's one I would say has got to go, and that's my reasoning. So what do you say, Pam?
This one was really hard for me, even though I thought of the question.
Yeah, you're the one.
I thought of it, and then I was like, "Oh, this is really hard. Like, I don't want to do it." But I'm gonna kind of follow Mike's path on this one, and I will tell you why. So Slinky Dog, again, like both of y'all, every time I ride that, it is fun from start to finish. It's probably the attraction I look forward to riding most at Walt Disney World. And there's a couple of reasons for that. 1, because it's just fun. 2, because it's a little thrilling, but just a little, mostly just fun. And 3, because it's so integral to that part of the park. It just is a cool attraction. Tron, the ride kind of, like, I get motion sickness, and that's just something that is my issue. It does not make most people ill. For me though, what it brought to Tomorrowland was a backdrop for the whole land. And I love the way it looks during the day, but I super love the way it looks during the night.
Yeah, nighttime is great.
It brings movement, it brings energy, it brings all of that without taking away from Space Mountain. It's almost as like it's almost as if those two are like sisters. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, exactly. For me, the Guardians thing is, first of all, if you haven't done Guardians, it's actually an attraction that is worth planning a vacation around. It just is. And I respect it for that. And I think that it's just amazing. There's so much technology. It's fun. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm so mad that we aren't getting a resolution to Quill's story, his romantic story, all of that. Like, I love those movies. And I feel a little like Mike does. I'm not sure that it fits the vision for Epcot. Even the other things that they have brought into Epcot that are newer than Guardians, those fit.
Like Ratatouille fits. I mean, it fits.
It does. It does. And the things that they brought to the front part of the park, because God help me, I will never learn all these new worlds.
Front and back. Let's go. Exactly.
But I try. I actually have a picture saved in my favorites of the map of Epcot and what the new worlds are.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Because I'm just like, I'm in World of Discovery.
World Cool in the Gang celebration.
Yes. So for that, I just don't know about where it was, and I'm almost more protective of the front of Epcot than I am of the back, because there was a distinct purpose for that. Not the back, but it's easier to sort of be like, Ratatouille, sure, it's French culture, question mark? I don't know. But yeah, so that was my reasoning on that too. So there it is. My hard question.
That was a good one though. That was a really tough one. All right, so mine's gonna involve the holidays.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say math. I'm like, I'm not prepared.
Yeah, we're not there. You promised no math. Okay, we're good.
Not doing math. We're gonna go recent holidays and 3 hard ticket events. So we are gonna go Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. We are also going to go Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, and we're going to throw in Jollywood Nights. One of those has to go forever. No more of those. One of those 3 experiences is gone. Pam, what do you got? Got to get rid of one.
This has given me I feel more stressed than I have the whole rest of the day.
We're having fun, right? And everybody's driving the bike. Shut up.
This is not fun.
No.
You just tried to make me get rid of Guardians, and I love it. Now you're doing this.
I guess I will do Jollywood, and I'll just say that there's a couple reasons. First of all, it's the new person on the block, so the newest hired, first fired. So I'm gonna go.
You sound like my old school district. That happened to my buddy.
But that's how.
He ended up at Central Elementary for like 7 years. Oh my God, you're giving him sweats.
I have a just an attachment to the other 2, like too many good memories. I can't get rid of it. Either Not So Scary or Mickey's Very Merry. And I will also say, as my third and concluding answer to this, is that I was also there on night 1 last year, and let me say, it was less than ideal. So
Pam and I had very different experiences. Clearly, yes.
You loaned your rose-colored glasses, as Ben Franklin said, from American Adventure over to Rikki that night.
Yes, exactly.
I did. Yeah. I expected more.
I was in line for 45 minutes for food, probably, and I was.
Dang it! If they would just bring in an ice skating escapades to this thing, it would be awesome.
Right? Yes, but I will say I'm willing to give it another try, and I've actually looked at flights about 100 times trying to figure out, okay, what am I going to get down there? Yeah,
I get it. Yeah.
Rikki, who's first hired, last hired, first fired. Where are we going with this, Rikki?
Yeah, I feel like that might be where I go. This is tough because I think I'm gonna do.
I don't even know what I'm saying, and I think
I'm gonna do something controversial in this. I think I might. Oh God, I think I might get rid of Mickey's Very Merry. And okay, here's why. I think that the shows, I think I enjoyed the shows more at Jollywood than I do for Mickey's Very Merry. Now, don't get me wrong, the parade is fantastic for Very Merry, and that's like, it's, to me, that's the biggest redeeming thing for that. I'm not in love with the show for the castle stage for Very Merry. I think it's okay. It's not something that I have to see though, and I can take or leave the fireworks show. I like Jingle Bell Jingle Bam, even though I kind of feel like it's a little dated because I feel like, you know, the Prep and Landing isn't something that is, although I think they're making a third one, so maybe it'll come back around. But I still feel like
nobody knew what that was when it was the first time around.
That's true. Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's like, who? Huh?
But what? I feel like the story is better with Prep and Landing and trying to find Santa and everything like that than the story of the fireworks at Mickey's Very Merry. So I think I'm getting rid of Very Merry. You'll never see me touch Not So Scary though. That is by far my favorite thing in the entire world. So I will not touch Not So Scary, but I think I'm gonna get rid of Very Merry. And that's not easy to say.
I feel sad for Rikki because she doesn't realize that it's the spirit of the season.
Once upon a Christmas time.
Christmas.
But I mean, okay, here's my silver lining on this. So I can see the parade and the fireworks if I'm down there at Christmas, and I usually am, so I can't do Jollywood Nights and Mickey's
Christmas time at Christmas.
Not so that's another reason.
You don't shake that till like March if you see that parade.
It's 100% true. Anytime I hear even a snippet of that parade music, I'm like, oh, you are kidding me.
We just got our listeners. We just whamageddon you right there, probably.
Yeah.
Kind of thing right there. We just nailed you to like February.
I'm not going to win this one, I don't think. I think I'm going to lose.
Very special.
Anyway, so my pick on this, I still don't know what I'm saying, but I guess I'm going to go. I was trying to think because, man, I don't know, because I have not done Jollywood Nights. But here's the thing with Jollywood Nights is I love that Disney is trying something that is.
Yeah,
I know. I agree.
It's very like they're going. I think Mickey's Not So Scary and Very Merry are kind of more general parties, right? They're kind of that. They're trying to cover like a large party experience where they went very niche kind of. It's Christmas, but it's a niche Christmas experience.
And adult leaning, I think.
Yes, very adult leaning.
And I like that they're doing that. And I want to celebrate that, because it's a very, they picked the right park. They picked the right vibe, because
they did.
I love the Christmas decorations at the studios the best with those poodles and the 50s, tinsel and stuff like that. That's my favorite vibe as far as the Christmas decorations at the holidays at Walt Disney World is at the studios. So I like it. I like kind of the entertainment they're bringing to Jollywood Nights. I love that they're doing something like that. I don't want to ever punish them for trying something like this because I like that they're leaning into that and giving it a shot.
Well, they aren't really going to take our advice.
So
so
you're like, this is going long. So I'm going to get rid of Not So Scary.
What?
I know. Because Santa is watching and I don't want to be on the naughty list.
It's too close to Christmas.
Exactly.
Too close to Christmas.
I'm not playing games. So yes, I'm getting rid of Not So Scary, and that's how it's going to be. So at me, I'm at Rikki Nibs.
Yeah. No, you're not at Rikki Nibs.
So Rikki, go ahead. What's yours?
What's my next one or what?
Yeah,
next
one? You have one and Pam has one. And
okay. All right.
Yeah,
sorry. I wasn't sure if you were done. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yes, I am. If people are mad at me, I'm at Rikki Nibs. Just at me on Twitter.
I hate you. Or it's X now or Threads or, whatever. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. So I am going to throw out kind of a newer thing. I am going to the new corn dog place that is on the boardwalk, and I'm going to make you get rid of one. It's either the regular corn dog, the pickle corn dog, or the new mozzarella stick.
Oh, that mozzarella stick, man! That is a crime against humanity in a good way.
No, what is wrong with you? Okay, all right. So, Mike, which one are you getting rid of? I have a feeling I know based off of that, but.
I haven't had any. I mean, I haven't had
any yet either, but I still have one that I'm going to get rid of. So,
for one thing, God bless America that these things all exist. I mean, that tells you living in the right country.
I needed to ask the tough questions here. I'm just saying.
I'm putting my hand over my heart right now.
Exactly. I pledge allegiance to that corn dog stand.
For thinking up outrageous snack items.
Yes.
I mean, we won't all live very long because that thing exists. If you go there very often, you will not live a long life, but you will live a happy life. Let's just say that. Oh my God. So it's the corn dog, the
pickle dog, or
that mozzarella stick is like 16 inches long, isn't it? I mean, it's like a monster, right? It's like that old Bigfoot pizza from Pizza Hut or something, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that thing is gigantic.
I mean, all of them are gigantic. Let's be perfectly honest.
I'm getting rid of the pickle dog. I'm getting rid of the pickle dog because it's not going to be as, to me, is a big guy that has a big appetite. Like it's not going to be as fulfilling as a corn dog or.
There's a hot dog inside the pickle dog, right?
There's a corn dog.
It
is the corn dog that has the corn dog with the pickle in it.
Okay, let me read.
Yeah, no. So yeah, it's a hot dog encased in a pickle, which is then dipped in corn dog batter.
So basically you get a corn dog plus a pickle dog.
Yes.
Yes.
It's like okay, so I'm getting rid of the plain corn dog then because I'm getting bonus. I'm getting more for my more bang for the buck, as they say in Missouri.
Okay.
I don't know. I think was that what Harry Truman said? No, he said
I don't know.
But I'm just saying, you get more bang for your buck. So yeah, so get rid of the plain corn dog because I'm enhancing my vacation by getting a corn dog with a pickle dog. But I mean that mozzarella stick. I mean, I don't even want to know. Like, I mean, you should get like a side of what's that cholesterol lowering
Lipitor.
Lipitor. Exactly. Like here's your mozzarella stick and your side of Lipitor with that.
There you go. Yes.
Holy smokes.
That's all right. Well, there's that.
So there you go. That's what I'm going with.
Sidecar. It'll be
sidecar.
Sidecar Lipitor. There we go. All right, Pam, which one are you getting rid of?
So I am getting rid of the plain corn dog too, because I have had the pickle corn dog and there is no way I'm taking that off the menu. I've actually had it more than once because they had it out in Disneyland. People, it's a corn dog. It is a pickle with a hot dog stuck in it, and you dip it in peanut butter.
Yes.
I think you've covered major food groups here. Yes. It's your whole day's worth of nutrition / calories.
Oh yeah, it's definitely your whole day's worth
you
of
do not
nutrition.
Need vitamins after that. You're good.
Right. I love that you get a vegetable with it. I mean, two, corn and pickle.
Dog.
So it's awesome. The mozzarella thing, even though I have issues with lactose, I'm going to go ahead and keep that one because I'm not a quitter.
Yes. That's right. We're in this for the long haul.
That's right. So I will not let a little bit of discomfort keep me from trying this.
It's like a blister on your pinky toe in Epcot. You just keep going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And then, the regular corn dog is just the regular corn dog. I'm actually not typically a fan of corn dogs, but when you added the pickle and peanut butter, it became much more interesting. So.
All right. I would like to ask, what is wrong with you two? Why do you like crimes against humanity? Because that pickle dog is a crime against humanity. Nothing ever. No, absolutely not. It all sounds terrible. No, you don't dip a pickle in cornmeal batter and fry it. First of all, you don't eat the pickle in the first place. You definitely don't dip it in peanut butter like that. All of that just absolutely not.
Incorrect.
I want to
Rikki, why don't you love America?
I can't believe you can actually be a citizen of Georgia.
Oh my goodness. No, just all kinds of no. I will gladly eat a regular corn dog, and that sounds amazing because there's no pickle with it.
But you don't like pickles. So.
I don't love pickles. Here's the deal. I would even eat the peanut butter with the regular corn dog. Give me that. I'll do that. That's fine. Just pickle with all that sounds terrible. Second of all, that mozzarella stick looks like heaven on earth. I'm just saying, I'm going to die after eating it, but it looks like it's amazing. I will split it with Brian the next time we go down there for sure. But it's gigantic mozzarella. It's gigantic cheese. How do you go wrong with gigantic cheese?
You should get like a SpaghettiOs, like size can of mozzarella of a Marinara.
Yes. By the way, it comes with a side of chips too, as if that's needed.
Everything in a bag of chips, baby.
I do think the side of chips is a weird choice. All I need is the mozzarella stick and the marinara sauce.
Or maybe, how about a salad?
Keep the chips. I don't need those. But yeah, just on pickle with corn dog and peanut butter. Just no. I like Jason's comment here. You can throw all pickle related things in the nearest trash can. Bravo, Jason.
When I have my turkey, I have the same thing for lunch every single day. And I eat like 8 or 9 sweet gherkins right out of the jar with my turkey sandwich. It's so good. I've eaten my brain.
I like all the pickled vegetables. Like, it doesn't just have to be like pickled cucumbers, like jardiniera, like that. Caper berries, like those. Yeah, all of it. So good.
No.
Okay. Pam, give us the last one. We got to get out of here. Let's go.
All right. Okay. So I'm going resorts because, I got to have some kind of resort question. And what I'm going to do is say, of the 3 newish or new themed resorts, which one has to go. The new Fort Wilderness cabins.
Oh.
The new Polynesian villas. I know we haven't actually gone in them yet, but they're going to be open any day, and we've all seen the pictures. Or the Riviera.
Oh, man.
I know.
Gosh, this is...
Right, Mike, I'll go to you first.
All right. So I'm not going to think too hard on this one. I'm going to go with the new cabins just for the fact that I love that. I love the cabins are going to be awesome, but the other two are just going to have such amenities because they're more hotel based vacations, right? I mean, think about it. You're in like the deluxe of the deluxe experiences and the newest of the deluxe experiences. Now you're going to have a great experience. Scott's getting ready to stay in those like in a couple of weeks. And I can't wait to see the bonus of staying in the cabins over at Fort Wilderness. You get a golf cart. I mean, you have to rent it yourself.
Well, you got to rent the golf cart. You don't just get one. Yeah.
If you don't get a golf cart down there, you're doing it wrong. Like you got to rent the golf cart, and they're expensive. I mean, it's just kind of an add-on. We talked about that on Sunday Night's Live Call-In Show. Jason gave us the lowdown on that, but
yeah, they're not cheap.
No. It's like renting a mid-sized sedan. It's crazy, but you get to live every like 12-year-old kid's dream to ride a golf cart around Fort Wilderness to see the Christmas lights and all that stuff. So, but they look awesome. But it is a different type experience, and I think it's gonna be the Riv is just awesome. I mean, it's incredible. I love it. You got the Skyliner, you got this awesome hotel, Polynesian. It's gonna be amazing. Those rooms are just gonna be incredible. Fort Wilderness cabins are going to be awesome, but again, it is a different type experience in a cabin. You got to get in your little cart and whiz around, but it's just different. It's not better or worse. It's just a different experience. It's the outlier. That's why I picked it. So there you go.
Yeah.
Rikki, what you got?
Okay. All right. Honestly, I think I can't believe I'm going to say this. I think I'm going to get rid of the Riv. I like the cabins. I think that I know. I should be kicked off the podcast. This is just going poorly for me today. So I've done all unpopular things. But I feel like the Riv is it's great. It's very grand. It's very beautiful. But I do feel like the themes at the other two are just a little more plussed. I like the feel of the cabins. I like that outdoorsy, even though I'm not an outdoorsy girl, like that's the most outdoorsy that I will go. So I like that. I like the cabins because they have a homey feel to them. So I do like that part. And then, I mean, the Polynesian is the Polynesian. Yeah. So, that always wins for me just about. You can't go wrong at the Poly. And the rooms look beautiful too. And I like that they are, with the new DVC section, they are going to have a new restaurant, which looks like that's going to be fantastic. And I can't wait to try that. So yeah, I can't believe I'm saying this, even though the Riv does have obviously the Skyliner transportation and it is beautiful. I think that one's got to go for me.
It's got the Madame Croak.
It does.
So
yeah.
Kind of won it over. Pam Forster, finish us off here. What you got?
It does. This one was sort of hard for me too. I really love the Riv. I love staying there. I love the rooms there. It actually is one of my favorite hotels. The only thing I don't like about the Riv, and it's so funny, is the outside color, the exterior color. Sometimes it sort of is a little bland, right?
I thought the same thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, I agree with that.
It's like a Missouri Correctional off-white.
Stop. No, I agree with you, Pam. I feel the same way. I think,
and I know what they're going for.
Yeah.
It just is not. It's just not my fave. But I can't get rid of it because I love the rooms so much. I like what they did to the Fort Wilderness cabins. Before that bedroom layout was atrocious. Like literally the bed was against the wall. Like against the wall. So someone in your party, if they had to get up at night, they had to crawl over the other person.
Wait, that doesn't sound like fun to you? No, crawling over Steve to go to the bathroom?
To me, though, that's on point theming if you think about it, because that's the essence of camping, right? And you got to have a little, hurdle to camp.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Yes. All that. Right. So I really like what they brought to that. And I have really mixed feelings about the new Polynesian building. each time I drive past it, I'm like, oh, there it is. Like, it's there. It is there.
It is definitely there. That is for sure.
And I don't know why. I don't really have a big deal about the height of it. I think maybe hopefully when we see it with all of the landscaping and whatnot, that it's going to fit in a little more, be a little more whatever. But so all of that to say, I think I would get rid of the cabins. I
wait, you're throwing out cabins?
I am. I was just explaining why I liked each one of them.
I swear I did not think that's where this was going to go. So
that's where it went.
Twist.
Because here's the thing. I think for deluxe villa resorts, we're used to having some other amenities with those. For instance, like a washer and dryer and whatnot, which they don't have. So I think that's going to be a challenge for folks who are staying a little longer. I know that they'll be able to go to the laundry facilities that are there, but I almost felt like Disney went part way and not the whole way with those cabins. And I think that they know it, which is why we see, just the price point, I think, is a little lower than expected. And the point usage is a little lower than expected. So
interesting. But now here's where the fun begins, because we turn this over to you guys. Sunday night, we'll be continuing this topic. So Sunday night, 7:00 Eastern, 6:00 Central is the live call-in show. It's you, me, and Scotty G. So join us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. We're live in all those locations. You can give us a call and suggest yours, and we can talk about that, or give us your thoughts on any of these difficult topics. The villages, whatever. You could do that again if you want. But let's have some fun Sunday night. Join us for that live call-in show, and we'll have a good time with that. Don't forget, today's show and all shows always brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you plan your next Disney adventure for no additional cost to you. Check out the details today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link when you shop online. That one extra click supports everything we do throughout the year. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you so very much to our Patreon supporters. You guys make all this possible. Couldn't do it without you. You can support us just $5 a month. And for that support, you get a bonus show every week called Mike in the Midwest. Come over this week. We'd love to have you. Patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. Catch up with us on the social media. I'm at Be Our Guest Mike. Ricky's at Rikki Nibs. Pam's at TMFLT Pam. Twitter, Instagram, and Threads. And come on over to the Clubhouse. beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. We have a great time there 24/7, 365. All right. Till we get back together again on Sunday night for the call-in show. Have a great weekend. We hope you have fun. So for Rikki and Pam, I'm Mike saying stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon. All righty. That was fun.
There we go. We did it.
We did do it.
Awesome. Okay.
I will not see you all next week.
I will see you next week.
All right.
Have a good time.
Okay. See y'all.
Guys.
Bye.
Bye. I will see all you guys Wednesday night. We're having a Wednesday night show this week and a Thursday night show. So if you want to hang out, hang out. Let's hang out. I'll see you guys. Got time to edit. Bye.